Greetings, traveler.
It's another fly the flag game. Yeah, those are just awesome. We got undead, mech, demon, pirate, and beast. Beast means we have tiger shark to flag. Mech means we have clunker and a quartertron and stuff to flag. However, he's thinking about jailer. I think that skill is Zoval. So doesn't get the nuts on turn one. As jailer, we're looking for that skeleton that makes 2 1/1s because that's a premium target. So let's see what he's looking to flag when he's playing jailer. I don't know if jailer is just going to be here for early game assistance and some triples, and then going to go into the sort of the more standard flag targets that I already discussed, or if there is some undead stuff he's going to flag. He freezes the 2/1 and the crab. Ooh, the crab is actually really good too. So next turn, he can sell his starter units, the beetle, buy the crab and the undead. Actually, no, he can't do that. He can't hero power either. I guess he has to just freeze the surf and surf one more turn, because he has to use a gold to hero power this. Yeah, it's a bit awkward because you want the surf and surf. Does he freeze here? I mean, maybe it's not worth it. The reason why Surf and Surf is good is you kill off the unit with the Death Rattle, which means you get the crab on your board. So it's +1 gold every time you hero power, essentially offsetting the cost. And you can just triple the crab too and get a triple reward. No, not going to freeze it. It just doesn't work on his curve, I'm guessing. I guess he just wants the hero power and level. And he wants to level fast because of flag. We talked about that the previous part of the stream. If you're playing a flag anomaly, you do not want to be under leveled because you want to get high tier units to flag earlier. A lot of the flag targets are on 4, right? We talked about the tiger shark, the clunker, the blue shell. Those are all premium targets. So I'm guessing this is just level hero power your 2/1, and the next turn you got to level again. Endless, sure. Can probably even level and sell the 1/1 for a hero power next turn. That is kind of nice though, to have that clarity of this is what I can and can't do. Because the crab is good, generally speaking, in jailer, but because he is in flag, he has to level faster. You can do overflow. What would you flag for overflow, though? Like, flag Titus is weird, and your shop's just full of Titus, and you don't make any money. It's all about making money in this anomaly, chat. It's all about the money. It just makes sense, right? If other people have a lot of money and you don't, their boards are going to look better than your board. So let's see, do we see the sell on the 1/1 here? He has that skeleton, but... Oh, he's gonna stay? Oh, really? Or maybe he's just gonna sell to level? No, selling to level is weird. Wow, he stays. Okay, never mind. I thought he needed to go to 4 here, but he's gonna be okay just sitting on it. It'd be nice if we can overconfidence too. He could just apple that deflect though, and then sell a 1/1 for confidence. Yep. Have you seen Dog's 7 Kodos? Did he have 7 Kodos on the board? All with Reborn and then just 1 Kodo dies and it just goes crazy. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Alright, so very convincing victory here. Gets the overconfidence cash. That's one of my favorite moves, is to under level for a turn but use overconfidence. Then you get the upside of not taking damage, but you don't really have the huge downside of not having money to turn after. That was the game last night. Okay. I will definitely have to take a look. Alright, he's probably just gonna sit... Ooh, that's a triple. He has to sell 3 things here if he wants to buy that and hero power. He might just freeze it, honestly. Oh, I probably don't need to freeze it anymore. Caretaker's just a better hero power target. So he has a 6-drop next turn if he wants it, which could give him Belinda for flag, which is pretty fun. Still looking as to what he is going to end up flagging, though. Classic egg. Oh, he got a golden, nice. Just 2 nights ago, not sure. Yeah, I mean, it's probably on YouTube if someone from YouTube is telling me that it happened. I'm not even sure if Doc streams to YouTube. I don't think he does. Ugh, we popped the caretaker with empty boards. That's so painful. -10, smiley face. All right, 27 health. He's checking what the 6-drops are before he's going to commit to leveling here. Because if he uses his hero power on the 3/3 to Caretaker, he'll get a triple reward. What's another Caretaker? Oh, flag Caretaker. Okay, he goes for 5. Finds Butchering. Also finds the Eternal Knight one, but goes for Butcher first. So that's actually pretty good. He was very likely to level, but he still wanted to get a 5-drop because he wanted more 5-drops than he wanted 6-drops. Which makes sense, I guess, because Belinda without Butchering doesn't do anything for Undead yet. It is fun for Fly to Flag, but you'll still just die, right? Because you have no boards. Going for a 5 means he can get the Butcher, maybe Titus, right? Honestly, the thing that made Eternal Knights was probably not awful either. He already has some stats on Eternal Knight, and he has a board ready for Avenge. That was pretty heads up, though. Oh my god. The cleave. Please don't, sir. Please. This Avenge guy has a family. He needs to farm to feed them. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kindness. Alright, he's farming an Undead with this thing. Okay. He's getting it here. I don't really pick this trinket very often. Alright, so we have double Butchering, and we just flagged Caretaker. So we should be rolling more Caretakers for more triples. So now he can get Belinda, and now Belinda's actually pretty legit because he's got the Butcher guy. Spell power for Butchering. Sure. Spell power, not bad. Oh, double 6-drop. Striker is starting to look pretty good as well. Oh, does he kill this off for more damage first? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, wow, really? He butchered that, really? I didn't see that coming. I thought he was just gonna... Well, I guess he wants to keep one Caretaker on the board. He's potentially selling his Knight here because he doesn't want more Undead for the Reborn, but gets rid of the Deflectobot in the end. I'm saying that if he sells the Knight instead of Deflectobot, that's what he's thinking, right? He just wants to have fewer Undead for the Reborn. Alright. Overflow is getting sold, right? No, I mean, he's not playing it, that's what I'm saying. He was looking at Overflow and was just like, we're not putting that on the board, are we?
I'm new to the community.
Can you explain who this is? This is Alutemu. He's a very good Japanese player. So I look at other people's games very regularly. Like the way I see my role now in the Battlegrounds community is I'm a pretty high level player, but I'm not the best. So instead of trying to feed my ego and like getting a higher number and be like, look how good I am, right? It's more like trying to recognize all the very, very, very good players who don't necessarily spend as much time working on content, which makes sense because they are focused on their craft, right? They just want to play and they don't really want to do everything else. They don't want to work on YouTube and stuff because it's a distraction. I get that. I've been there. When I was just starting out, I didn't really care either. I just wanted to play the game. Which means that a lot of this content is basically not reaching the vast majority of the community. So I basically look out for really cool games that were played that you might not always see yourselves. So I look at Matsuri, who's also a Japanese player. Alutemu is a Japanese player. Someone like Zorgo, who plays a ton, is very good, but hasn't really been uploading to YouTube. So that's essentially what's going on. But this is Alutemu, very high level Japanese player. We are in danger, but he does take the ice block. That is very nice. He farmed a lot of Butchering, so he's not too worried about butchering the perfect targets, which is also because it costs a lot of gold, right? Because every time he butchers something, the minion is gone and he doesn't get a refund, right? He doesn't get a gold. That's something that I've been saying that I'm not sure if I would hate it if butchering... Oh, he's not... Oh, he's not going for the triple. Interesting. I guess there's nothing that he feels like he could lose. Wow. Okay, anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like if butchering would refund 1 gold, I don't think I would hate it. Because he looked at that board for quite a while. I feel like he very deliberately didn't get a triple there, right? Oh, he has the Reborn, so... He could... No, doesn't matter. Yeah, he could just kill off the Reborn. I guess he still sort of wants Kel'Thuzad? Okay, now he goes for the triple. Was the previous one a mistake then? I don't know. Do you need the player's approval for reviews? I don't think you need it, but I get it. I think there is no legal thing that will stop you, but it's just, I mean, it's just a common courtesy, right? I've had 0 players, by the way, that weren't just thrilled for me to look at their games. Because again, for a lot of them, so I don't mind, I guess, touching on this very, very briefly, because this might not always be obvious, or is a bit of a confusion. Just imagine if I think back on when I was just streaming and I wasn't really doing a lot of content, I was just playing the game. And look, so back when I started out, like Crip was basically the huge streamer, right? So imagine if Crip was looking at my arena runs and commenting on them and giving me tons of exposure. That would have been so insane. Be like, oh my god, that's great. I can just focus on playing the game. Crip is talking about my games. Like, that's insane. That's basically what's happening here. But some people think of it like stealing content, right? Which is, all players, I ask it, of course. But if you think about it for 2 seconds, it's basically just free extra exposure. There's so many people that have told me, like, oh, I found this player because of you, like, especially like French-speaking viewers who then discover Sliders, who is streams in French and is one of the best players in Europe. Anyways, long story short, yes, I have their permission, but it's also just very good long term and even short term for these players to get reviews. Man, this game is confusing, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, okay, wait, it's no longer confusing. He has Belinda too, right? Did he flag twice? He did flag twice. Okay, so we see him make his play here. Jesus, man, this game is actually so hard. I would have died this game, guaranteed. I'm not great with undead to begin with, but he had a master plan. He flagged 4 times? Yeah, he cast it twice from his hand and 4 times with Belinda, you're right. I saw it go off so many times, I was like, wait, was that just a Belinda animation or did he actually play 2 flags? Okay. So he just wants Kel'Thuzad now, I bet. Yeah, this game got very spicy. Okay, he's looking for KT from that, maybe. Oh, just another one. Oh, right, he finds it from the discovery, that's true. Jesus. Belinda for later. So, sorry, I've been a little bit in my own head, just processing this game myself, but what Alutemu did was he spent the first half of the game just farming up undead damage and trying to stay alive to the best of his ability, which has been shaky, right? He's definitely been taking a lot of damage because this is a very long play that he's doing, but he has the ice block, so he has a little bit more time than it actually looks like. And now that he has damage on his undead, he's trying to leverage that by getting as many of these eternal summoners as possible to, I bet, hopefully find the ultimate comp, which has 5 eternal summoners, which means that Avenge 5 is paid for by 5 knights dying, which then immediately triggers the first knight again. So there's like 5 knights coming out, and then they come out again, and then they come out again. Now, you can counter that with small taunts and maybe Sindore or Cleave or something. Tycoon? Yeah. I say Eternal Summoner, but Tycoon. Yeah, Eternal Summoner sounded off. That's the one that summons the knight from Death Rattle, not from Avenge. Anyways, but I did actually not see that coming. I was just like, where is this going, this game? Because this feels like some generic, maybe even a little bit below average, standard butchering undead game. He's also not playing the Belinda here. That's so tough, man. I would have a hard time not playing Belinda, but I guess he is really just trying to preserve his damage cap because he needs time, right? He needs time to buy all these Tycoons or to find a Kel'Thuzad or both. But I would find it very difficult to not squeeze in the Belinda as I'm playing the butcherings. He doesn't have economy to buy the Tycoons. Well, a little bit, right? He has Eternal, not Eternal Summoner, I'm doing it again. Striker. He's got Striker for economy. He's keeping this Titus for a very long time. I wonder what's up with that. Like, he sells it now, but the fact that he was thinking about selling the butchering guy, maybe it's a hand space thing? Yeah, he's putting the butchering up early. Are we freezing that? He's like, nah, I've got too many in the shop anyway. I could roll 2 in the next chop. Freezing 1 is not good enough. Yeah, he's putting the butchering guy first. He's probably afraid of filling his hands too quickly, but then again, it is a regular striker. Oh no, he just wants to get his tycoons operational. Yeah, it's probably just a pure positioning thing for the reborns and the tycoons. Yeah, without dragons it's tough to get the train rolling. The beetle spell was very good here. Yeah. Yeah, the tycoon comp, it's a bit of a meme, but it's a meme that can happen. It's not like a guaranteed win, because a small reborn taunt can really mess you up, for instance. Is he gonna flag it again? Just for funsies? Play Belinda flag? Come on, my man. More tycoon! More tycoon! He's doing it. We're doing it. Oh, he has Kel'Thuzad in his hand, finally. He has Ice Block, so he can spend 1 turn not so strong. Oh, he's putting more reborns in the game now. Ah, that's clever. See, that's why they pay him the big bucks, chat. Not really. It's not a lot of Blizzard tournaments, but still. They would be paying him the big bucks if there were a lot of Blizzard tournaments. That is smart. Yeah, you're gonna want to reborn all your tycoons. And you have a lot of them in the shop already. Wait, how many is he off, right? 1, 2, 3... He's got another in his hand. If he Kel'Thuzad's, he's fine, right? If he Kel'Thuzad's, he's fine. You probably want to get out of the hand and keep the taunt reborn, right? Or maybe even out of the striker. But the striker is money. It depends on whether you think your ice block's getting procced. Okay. He's all in for the combat. He believes in the win, the W. Yeah, he's doing the math. It's like, I'm not getting my comboed, am I? Isn't it hard with KT? Well, it is hard with KT, but he has Ice Block. Okay, never mind. He's not gonna give a shit. Oh, he already has 5. He already has 5. Never mind. For some reason, I'm thinking he needed more, but he doesn't need more. He doesn't need them to be all golden. He already has 5 tycoons. You only need 3 golden tycoons, and you're actually good to go. Totally right, chat. Here's that cleave. Ugh. Devastating cleave. So we're 1 tycoon short now. And there's another cleave. Oh my god, and there's another one. They just pop out of nowhere, chat. Cleave Gaming. We need to Cleave Gamer to die to someone else. Some respectable big stats gamer needs to take out the Cleave Gamer so that we can then scam the big stats gamer. The circle of life. The circle of scam. Isn't it better to have 2 non-golden ones? Yeah. I honestly missed that he was already on 5. I thought he was on 4 total. Opponent is from Cleveland. Yes, classic joke. Oh, Sewer Rat. Oh, yeah. Those. I mean, it is more damage, but you just need your combo to not get interrupted. Infinite damage is infinite damage. We don't need more infinite damage. Just taunt the sewer. So he's done, basically. He has reborns on all 5. Ooh, selling the taunt reborn? Oh, he has a new one in his hands. Okay, sure. The bad thing is that he knows now. That's why someone else is gonna kill him for us. And then he can't tell the others. With his dying in bread, he's like, Infinite Knights, you must stop him. Probably not. Shady needs to step up his dad jokes. Chat has to make the puns. Yeah. Chat's my, let me say, souffleur. If I don't know my line, chat will whisper me my line. Does he even need a 7th unit with Taunted Sewerlord? Well, the Taunt Reborn is safer, so I don't think you want to bother. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you keep the Taunt Reborn as well. So you play Taunted Rats, and you lead with the Rats, and that is maximal safety, right? If they hit the Lord, we spawn 2 Rats and attack with one of them. Yeah, but the Rats won't spawn with Taunt, and you only need 5. You'd be scared of Sindore? I mean, if they Sindore you, you're screwed, my dude. Like, Sindore is gonna suck. You could have 2 Taunted Rats, maybe, but I feel like the problem is you're gonna play around Sindore, and you're going to drastically increase the chance you lose. Oh, he has a crab. He has a crab. We're getting crabbed. Don't do it. Okay. Okay. Dodge that crab. Whatever you do not hit that crab. Oh, we do not have 5 live anymore. Uh-oh. It's fine. We are dumping everything overboard, right? We're just keeping yeah, okay, he still got there. So, the point that I was trying to make is, if you have Taunted Sewer, your opponent goes first, they hit, you hit, but if they have Wind Fury, if they have Cleave, I guess Cleave always sucks. I'm thinking about it. It sort of works, yeah, it sort of works. But let me explain the concept in general. Very often, we are playing against a counter that we are afraid of, and in doing so, we would basically win every other scenario, but now we open up loss conditions as well outside of that one bad scenario. And I'm guilty of this as well myself. There's one specific thing they can do, and then we play around that, and we make every other scenario worse, which is very often just a bad play. He's just trying to AoE buff now to play around Blaster, I'm guessing. Yeah, I think the playing down a unit with the Sewer Lord can work. Because if they have a Cleave, you're kind of already screwed. Well, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. If they have Cleave and they go first and they hit your rat, you're actually fine. He's actually considering your play here. Okay, he's gonna keep it. Let's see how the opponent approaches this. Uh-oh, he knows, chat. He knows. Blaster, Golden Titus with a chicken portrait. Wait, but we have just enough? The knights are alive, but they're gonna die to the other one, right? There's also a Reborn on the Rylak, which is tough here. Blaster doesn't die. The combo is going now. But the Blaster will still kill our guys when it goes off. And there's a small Rylak. Wait, the small Rylak got killed by the Blaster. Our combo is stopped now. But the Reborns happen. Okay, well, this is one of those things where you have to consult the rule book. I don't know exactly how the ordering would go here. But apparently, because they're reborn and they're like kind of alive, wow, yeah, this is very weird. But apparently the combo did not get disrupted when all the Tycoons died, because they were like busy dying or something, and they still observed all the kills, so they remembered the Avenge, or I don't know. Blaster hasn't helped. I think Blaster is actually the reason he's losing, because that Reborn Rylak would have stopped the combo at some point. So he actually played himself. Yeah, I think he just played himself, because if he had what's it called? If he had just had the Reborn Rylak, it would have ended up blocking a knight. How many Avenges enough to trigger? 5. You need all 5 to be alive. If all 5 are alive, it's like Exodia. Not exactly, because like I said, there's conditions where you lose, but if it's just a pile of big guys, then you're fine. And that's sure a pile of big guys right here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's so funny how the opponent just knows he's dead, but he's just sitting there. He could just concede, I guess. He might have already be gone. Pretty outrageous.